People who attack the law of non-contradiction are engaged in a self-defeating task, since they must use the principle in every attempt to deny it. Underlying this argument is the inescapable distinction between be and non-be, both in language, thought, and being. Contrary meanings may not, if one is to speak or write intelligibly, be attributed to the same word at the same time and in the same sense. Since any refutation of the law of non-contradiction would have to be expressed in intelligible language, and since significant speech presupposes the law, it is in principle impossible to use language to deny the law of non-contradiction. In order for a word to mean something, that is be, it must not mean something else, non-be. Obviously, any given word can have more than one meaning. As long as the possible meanings of a word are limited in number, we can always avoid the ambiguity by assigning a different set of symbols to each meaning. Consider, for example, the presupposition Julius Caesar is a man. If man is ambiguous and has, let's just say, 5 possible meanings, we may further specify by adding a number to each different sense of man, since as man 1, man 2, and man 3, and so on. But suppose the law of non-contradiction is denied. There would then be no difference in meaning between man and any substitute for non-man. Therefore, man and every other word in the dictionary would have thousands of meanings. And if words have so many senses, intelligible speech becomes impossible. This is why the person who attempts to argue against the law of non-contradiction must use the very law he is trying to deny. If the law of non-contradiction is denied, nothing has meaning, including the sentences of people who think they are denying the law. If the law of logic do not first mean that what they say, nothing else can have meaning, including sentences that purport to deny the law. The last point has considerable importance. If logic is indispensable to all human thought, speech, and action, it follows that the law of non-contradiction is not merely an arbitrary convention useful for constructing symbolic systems. 3 times 3 equals 9 is not true because humans say it is, or stipulate it. That 9 is a product of 3 times 3 is necessarily and objectively true. The law of non-contradiction is not stipulative or conventional. Rather, it is necessary and indispensable law of being and of thought.